Alright, let's work on lesson 18.1, multiplying polynomial expressions by monomials. Remember, polynomial is a expression that has multiple terms. A monomial is an expression that only has one term. So here, I want to make sure that you have highlighter. So get out your highlighter, and let's read through this. You can use the associative property and the commutative property to multiply two monomials. You will use the associative and commutative property to rearrange the factors so that the constants and the variables with the same bases are together. Then you will multiply using the product of powers property as necessary. The product of powers property states that a times a to the m times a to the n equals a to the m plus n. For example, and I want to talk about this example a little bit, so 3 squared times 3 to the third equals 3 to the 2 plus 3, which is 3 to the fifth. So it's basically just that whenever your bases are the same, and you're multiplying two terms, the exponents add. So let me prove this to you. So 3 squared is 3 times 3. Agreed? So if we do 3 times 3 times 3 to the third is 3 multiplied to itself 3 times, right? 3 times 3 times 3. How many 3's do I have altogether multiplying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3 to the fifth. And that's why we can just go straight to adding them together, 2 plus 3, or you can visualize. This means 2 3's multiplying, this means 3 3's multiplying. Altogether, there's going to be 5 3's multiplying, so 3 to the fifth. So let's see what this looks like in our examples. Find each product. So first we want to multiply the regular numbers. It's just 3 times 1 right here, right? So this is going to stay 3. And then we have x to the, and then how many x's are multiplying here? We have x times x squared. So there's 1x here, there's 2 x's here multiplying together, so it's going to be x to the third. And then there's only 3 y's multiplying because of the y to the third. So it just stays y to the third. Alright? So let's try the next one. 5 times 2, that's 10. And now we need to figure out our a's. So we have a to the third and a to the 1, right? There's an invisible 1 there. How many a's altogether? 3 a's here, 1 a here. That's going to be a to the fourth. A's multiplying. Alright, and now how many b's multiplying? B times b. B squared. This isn't too bad, right? Okay, next one. 18 times 3. Let's see, I need my calculator for that. 18 times 3. 54. 54. Make sure I'm right on that. If you find a mistake, let me know. Okay, so 54, and then my next one here is y squared, so I'm just going to figure that out. So it's going to be y to the what? So I have y to the 2 here and y to the 6 here. So altogether, that's how many y's multiplying? 8. So y to the 8th, and then x to the third here, and x to the 8 here, so 3 plus 8 is 11, x to the 11, and then I have some z's here, a z here, and z to the fourth here, so that's going to be z to the fifth. Okay, add the exponents, there's 1 z here, 4 z's here. And the next one, let's expand it and see what it looks like written out, how I want you to be able to visualize it. I just want to go over that real quick. So this is 2 times x times y times z is 2xyz, right? And this is negative 4 times x squared is x times x, y times z. Right, so now we can count the number of variables that we have multiplying all together. So first, 2 times negative 4, that's just negative 8. And then we have 1, 2, 3 x's multiplying. X times x times x is x to the third. And then y times y is y squared. And then z times z is z squared. Right, so this is what I'm having you visualize just by thinking of what it looks like with the exponents. How many we have multiplying, but if you need to write it out this way, you definitely can. Alright, so now we're going to be doing some distributing, so I want you to get out your highlighter and highlight some of these things. So remember that the distributive property states that multiplying a term by a sum is the same thing as multiplying the term by each part of the sum, then adding the results. So here it says to multiply a monomial and a polynomial, multiply each term of the polynomial by the monomial. So if you've learned the distributive property, you could see that you're using those arrows just like you did in the regular distributive property. Let's try this one. So we have 5 times 9, 5 times x plus 9. Right? So we're just going to multiply straight across. So we'll multiply the 9 times 5, that's 45, and multiply the 5 times x, that's 5x. So this ends up being 45 plus 5x. And you could also have done it like multiply the 5 to the x first, so that's 5x plus 9 times 5, or 5 times 9 is 45. These two things say the same thing, so you could have done either one of those. Whichever one makes most sense, do that. I kind of like this one. I kind of like multiplying it all the way to the front first because that's what I'm used to doing. So I'm going to continue doing that, but this is all right too. So now 2x times x squared, that's going to be 2. And then how many x's are multiplying? That's x to the third. And then 2x times negative 6x, that is negative 12x. How many x's are multiplying? Squared. And then this one, 2x, oops, I forgot the arrow on the other one. 2x times 3, that's just a positive 6x. Easy, right? There's one other way that I want to show you, and it's using this box method. So the box method is pretty helpful too, because at some point we're going to have to go the opposite way and factor if we're given it in the FOILed form. We're gonna have to factor it to make it look something like this. But so we have x squared, negative 6x, and 3, and then on this side is 2x. So now we're just going to multiply the cross terms. So 2x times x squared, that's 2x to the third. 2x times negative 6x, negative 12x squared. And then 2x times 3 is 6x. And now we would look for like terms, and we don't have any. So we're just going to rewrite 2x to the third minus 12x squared plus 6x. That's another way to think about it. So I'm going to do both ways so that you get used to seeing that. So now if we distribute negative 4x times x squared, that's going to be negative 4x to the third. Negative 4x times 8, it's going to be minus 24x. Alright, so now we have, that's our answer, but let me show you what it looks like with the box. I'll put it in a different color. So we have, so I'm going to put the bigger one up here, x squared and 8. I only have to put the sign if it's negative, because I know that whenever there's not a sign it's positive. And then we have negative 4x on this one. So now we're just going to multiply all the cross terms. Negative 4x times x squared, that's going to be negative 4x to the third. Negative 4x times 8, that's going to be negative 32x. Alright, so now whenever we put these together, we get negative 4x to the third minus 32x. And you can do it either way. You can either distribute or you can use the this. And this one gets a lot easier whenever we have multiple terms to multiply with. So I suggest doing it both ways for right now. So now we're going to distribute the negative 3, which I'm going to distribute it all the way to the front term first. So negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Negative 3 times negative x squared, that's going to be a positive 3x squared. Negative 3 times 2 is a negative 6. Right, so final answer. Now let's do it with the table. So I have 5 and negative x squared and 2 are all of my terms. And then I'm going to multiply each of them by negative 3. So negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Negative 3 times negative x squared is positive 3x squared. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So now whenever I put these together, these parts in here, I get negative 15 plus 3x squared minus 6. Alright, next one. So if I distribute, I get 2 times 5, that's 10, and then a squared b squared. A squared b squared. Now these are not the same bases, so we don't write, so we don't add the exponents. We just rewrite the terms. A squared b squared. That's what a squared times b squared looks like. And then the next one, 2a squared times 3ab. So that's going to be plus 6, and then how many a's do I have multiplying all together when I multiply these two? 3 of them, right? So 6a to the third, and then there's 1b. And now this one, 2a squared times 6a, that's going to be 12, and then how many a's multiplying all together? A to the third. And then the last one, 2a times 1, that's just 2a. So now let's see what that looks like in the table. So I have 5b squared, 3ab, 6a, and 1. And I'm going to multiply each of those by 2a squared. So 2a squared times 5b squared, that's 10a squared b squared. 2a squared times 3ab, 2 times 3 is 6, and then a squared times a, that's a to the third, and then I only have 1b. So if I don't have any matching bases in either terms, it just stays the same. 2a squared times 6a, well that's going to be 12, and I have 3 a's all together multiplying, so a to the third. And then 2a squared times 1, 2a squared. So now whenever I put my inside parts together, we get 2a squared b squared plus 6a to the third b plus 12a to the third plus 2a squared. Alright, next one. So I'm going to multiply all the way to the front because that's what I like. Negative 3x squared times 3x squared, that's negative 9x to the third. Negative 3x times 6x, negative 18, and then how many x's multiplying all together? 2, x squared. And then negative 3 times negative 5, it's going to be positive 15, and then I only have 1x multiplying, x. Okay, one more time, let's see what that looks like in the table. So I have negative 3x squared, 6x, negative 5, and I'm multiplying each of those by negative 3x. So here, negative 3 times 3, that's negative 9, and then the total number of x's multiplying is 3, so that's x to the third. And then here, negative 3 times 6, that's 18. The total number of x's multiplying is 2, so that's x squared. And then negative 3x times negative 5, that's going to be a positive 15x. And you don't have to write that positive, I just ended up writing it at that moment. But and now all of the parts that I have in here are negative 9x to the third plus 18x squared plus 15x. Here we go, final answer. Okay. Let's work on some homework. Not these ones, obviously, but the ones that you have printed. Let's do it.